What's going on YouTube? I'm ImSteveyJ with Madden XO, and this tip video is going to be a free mini scheme out of the Singleback doubles out of the Cincinnati Bengals offensive playbook. So I'm gonna be using the Arizona Cardinals on offense. So personnel wise, you're gonna want your fastest guy right here. So JJ Nelson or even John Brown will do. If you're going to be subbing in JJ Nelson is best for on plays that are you're just going to do like an over the top bomb, which we do have a few of those. But so we're just going to have it like that. John Brown in the slot, JJ Nelson out wide, and Larry Fitz as the solo receiver. So just as a base play for the formation, inside cross is what we're going to pick. We'll just start out with them in cover 4, just basically a max coverage cover 4. Your first reads are going to be these drags, and then you're going to look to either the post or the angled in route. So hitting the drags right off the bat, if they're playing over the top coverage, like they're playing in them in curl to flat zones. These drags should be wide open for 5 yards up to 15 yards or even more if you break a tackle or whatever. So the drags are your first read. Then you're going to be wanting to look at this post. Right when he cuts the second time at about the 50-yard line, you're going to want to pass it, lead it inside, and then possession catch it. Just like that, he catches it right between the safety and the linebacker. Show an instant replay. So we look at Larry Fitz. He gets a pretty kind of like a speed release, and then when he cuts here, you're just going to be pass leading, holding the left stick or the left analog at about 9 o'clock if you're looking at it like the hands on a clock, and then aggressive catch it. This is why you want your beast receiver right here, like a Larry Fitzgerald, AJ Green, Julio Jones, etc. So he can make this catch in traffic. I mean, it's open, but he's gonna run into a hit after like 2 to 3 steps. So, and then your last read is going to be this in route to JJ Nelson. If they bite down on the drags, he'll get wide open behind the yellow zones. So if you look at it, I think this is Minter Buchanan. Yeah, it looks like Buchanan. He bites down on the drag, can't recover, and you can just hit JJ Nelson behind him. And well, technically that's the second to last read because you can throw to this little halfback route. You can block him if you want, but if nothing else is open, I mean, he wasn't open right there. I just wanted to throw it to showcase that it's an option. But so that's inside cross. It's a pretty damn good play. The runs in this formation are pretty decent. The dive is the one we're going to be wanting to use the most. The counter is decent. I'll just showcase the counter. I'll run over like a cover 3. Counter is not too bad. If they have if they're stacking the box, it's not something you want to do because of just because it's a doubles formation and see if you can get outside and they hold their blocks, the counter is good. The other run that's good out of this formation is the halfback dive because it's just a straight ahead run. You're going to look to just get north-south. See, that's versus a 3-4 defensive front with 7 people in the box, and you only have 6 people blocking. So I'd say that's pretty successful blocking. And even right there, get 4 yards. Just keep the chains moving. It's important to mix in runs when you're running an offensive scheme. You just can't get too predictable. Now we're going to go to a couple of deep bomb plays to keep your opponent honest. So plays we're going to be looking at is this PA post shot. And we'll start off in a cover 4 just so we can get back to it. We'll show you versus a cover 3. So this is what a normal cover 3 looks like. All you're gonna want to do, oh Jesus, all you want to do is streak the slot receiver, and then you can drag Fitzgerald, or you can leave him on his comeback versus cover 3, because for whatever reason, deep blues get sucked down by comebacks a little bit. So if we have enough time, this is definitely a play you're going to want to run versus like 4-drop QB contained or something where they're only rushing like 4 people. Because if you look at it, the post gets absolutely wide open with the pass lead to the right. We'll show you what happens is that the middle safety gets sucked. Not sucked. He has to pay attention to John Brown, and then JJ Nelson runs underneath him. And right when he's about to pass the safety, all I have to do is just pass lead to the right. And if you see, this deep blue is just Patrick Peterson sucked down on the comeback route. But so that's versus cover 3. Versus cover 2, it still works. It's a little bit tighter of a throw, and you want to throw it a little bit differently. You might want to just drag Fitzgerald if it's versus cover 2. So when you're going to want to throw it is, okay, there's the pass rush. See, like I said, versus like a 4 or 5 man rush or something, this is probably not the best play to run. But if you're looking to take the top off on like a 3rd down and like 20, and you have to, this would be good. So when you're going to want to throw it is, oh my goodness, the practice mode pass rush. So what happens in a cover 2 is the mid-read zone follows the streak from Brown. So, and then the post gets open underneath it. So that's basically what happens. So he'll be open right there. Of course, Carson Palmer overthrows it, and I was getting screamed at. But here is the concept. So he does this little fake vertical hook, chases him, and then actually the mid-read zone doesn't see the post, so he just goes down on the drag. And then you see here, the vertical hook is not chasing JJ Nelson. He's chasing John Brown. He's just not fast enough. And if it wasn't for the overthrow, you want to pass it 3 o'clock, so right on the left stick, and then you want to possession catch it because he's wide open. Palmer just made a shitty throw. So that's versus cover 2. Versus cover 4, you can sometimes get this pass in. It's definitely not guaranteed, so you're gonna have to go down to the drag sometimes. But it can surprise them if they're just sitting in 4-drop show 2 QB contain. It is definitely worth a shot. This is why you want your fastest guy, the outside left. So just set it up like this. Step up in the pocket. And sometimes you can get JJ Nelson to get behind the safety. Right there wasn't one of those times, but then you just hit the drag. So streak the left slot. Or hey, if he's not gonna, if you don't see him biting down, you can just pass lead it kind of down and aggressive catch it. It's really just about looking at the safety and seeing what he's going to do. Just make that a post-snap read. So if you see him, like right there, he's not, right there he didn't suck down. So he's going to throw it down and aggressive catch it. Or possession catch it if he has enough room. But I want to get at least one example where he sucks down. Come on, Madden. There, I just chucked it up. Nah, whatever. It's not wanting to work on the video, but if you don't want to take my word for it, go for cover 3 and cover 2, proving that it works. And then this next play is going to be a cover 3 match destroyer. Cover 3 match is an interesting coverage because it acts like man coverage, but it's zone. It's pretty strange. I'm sure it's what the Seattle Seahawks do with their defensive coverage. So you're gonna want to run PA post shot and a PA draw shot. Great, it was a good play last year to take the top off of defense, but it's good again this year, but for a different reason. Versus cover 3 match. Cover 3 match doesn't work against like bunch or compression sets, but versus a doubles or a spread or something like that, cover 3 match does man up and it doesn't play zone. So with this one, you'll see if they're coming out in a cover 3 match, this guy is going to guard the slot, Chandler Jones. Cooper is going to guard JJ Nelson. And then I'm pretty sure Minter is going to guard the tight end, and then Peterson's going to guard Fitz. But they just man up, so you can just run this play stock if you want. You can drag the tight end and block the halfback if you want, but like you can have it look like this, but you can just run it stock because what you're going to see is the wheel route. Oh my God, the pass rush. I'm blocking 7 people there. I'll just show you in the replay. If you look at it, the wheel route is why you want someone fast like John Brown. Chandler Jones is manned up on him. Like, as you can see, as I'm about to throw it, he already has a step on him. And look how fast he's getting. He's gaining separation on him. I'll just show it again. So, someone just run cover 3 match. Just run draw shot. And boom. Wheel over the top. Plays with a wheel and a post, like flanker dig or something like that, in a spread formation versus cover 3 match, destroys it over the top. Like I said, you can drag your tight end and block David Johnson if you want. Another option, but you won't really need one if they're running cover 3 match because you'll have this wheel for a touchdown every single time. But yeah, so that's mainly the single back doubles. I think there's one more play that I'll show you guys, just a little flood concept. Out of, where is it at? Well, we have this screen. Everybody knows how to run a screen. You just, when the halfback goes out, throw it to him, try to make some moves upfield. Z spot. So we just gonna come out in a cover 3. So you don't have. So what you're gonna want to do is you can drag Larry Fitzgerald, and then oh no, that's not what I want to do. So you don't need a streak this year for a flood concept all the time. So I would just put Larry Fitzgerald on a drag, and then you can flat route John Brown. So. Oh, Jesus. Look at that pass rush. That's ridiculous. The pass rush was hell. So, someone's going to come out in over-the-top coverage to where they're in curl flat zones or cloud flats. You're going to have... that was a terrible read by me. Wow. You're going to have the flat route by the halfback open. So... he's just not going to be able to get to it. And you're also going to have the flat on the left or the drag across the middle. This year you want to get down when you're across the middle sometimes. If you have someone like Larry Fitzgerald that's really not that elusive, sometimes you just want to like get down by holding both triggers and square or X if you're on Xbox. So, and then if they're playing underneath coverage, because they're tired of you hitting the flats, as people will do, or on like a 3rd and short, the corner out's going to be wide open to possession catch. And you have a streak on the left. If you think you can burn the defender with JJ Nelson, or you get block shedded. You can try and throw it up, but that's not the main part of the play. It's really just a flood concept. And like I said, underneath coverage, corner out should be wide open, or you can throw the drag. But yep, that's about it for the single back doubles. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and catch you guys later. Peace.